I didn't quite
Sync,
figure out what
sync.
I was gonna do with my hair. Wait, don't do the sync until I turn my camera on.
I mean, I'll sync it up with what you're talking.
I like didn't think this through, honestly. Let me zoom out a little bit. All right, okay. We're recording, we're good. We can sync it here. Hello.
We're here, man. Phaedra's back from Italy and from
Gross!
he was without Mamamoo. What was the last Mamamoo video? Like a month and a half, maybe.
It was in the beginning of May or the end of April, but since making that video, I have actually seen Mamamoo in person in that concert in New York. It was amazing.
She was there, man. She got the. What's up with K-pop in the lights, the glow sticks? Every
Listen,
K-pop event I see is glow sticks, man.
listen, it's just part of the theatrics, you know? It's fun. It like kind of unifies the crowd under like one aesthetic, and you can kind of customize them to be like synced up. So you can just be like, woo, according to the song. And I brought it to the Paramore concert last weekend.
You spreading the gospel.
This is called the Moo Bong. This is Mamamoo's light stick. And there was someone with a candy bong, which is the girl group Twice's light stick. And we were like keeping it color coordinated between the two of us.
I've been listening. I've been out here with the Mamamoo, man. With the legit. I watched that Ween video.
Which one?
She was in America or something. It was like some
Oh,
vlog.
oh yeah.
I
I watched both of them. They were long as shit, but I was like, I'm eating it up. Thanksgiving dinner.
When I watched it, I was like, I know Phaedra's watching this whole thing multiple times and replaying specific parts. I'll have Mamamoo on. I'll be jamming to them at times. I don't know if I consider myself a fan yet, but they're in the
They're in
rotation,
the
man.
circulation. They're in the circulation.
Just I'm not normally in the mood for like poppy music. I either need that hard rap or like or some emo stuff. Like I'm like, we talk about the streets or we talking about depression. Like that's that's what I'm like listening to,
Listen,
man.
you'll like movies. Listen, what's important is that you're onto it, you're vibing, they're in the circulation. I put you on. That's what's important here. I'm putting you on.
Phaedra is back. She's here with Hwasa. Hwasa's solos, man.
Yes,
Happy birthday, Hwasa.
it's Hwasa month. We have a lot of exciting things to look forward to with her. She is all of Mamamoo are pretty successful soloists. It's actually like pretty cool how they're all active soloists while also being active in the group. It's actually pretty unique in K-pop. Hwasa is considered to be kind of like the breakout, success of Mamamoo. She's got really big songs. She's got a lot of star power in South Korea. You searched up Hwasa on YouTube and tell them what the first thing you saw was.
It was Hwasa under police investigation. That's I just typed it in. I was like, oh, it's Hwasa time. Let me type that into the search bar. Hwasa under police investigation.
There's no apathy. It's like they are onto her. They are onto every move she does. Like whether they got something to say about it or not, they are paying attention. They are tuned in.
The first one I pulled up is just don't. Anytime
Yes.
don't, I just think of that when Bryson Tiller was overused and that don't.
This was before her like solo debut, which is coming up. But this song is really what skyrocketed her. This song was massive in Korea. It was a huge commercial success. Like it like really shot her into stardom. This alongside with the variety shows I Live Alone. Like this is what kind of turned her into someone who was routinely like, harassed and targeted by K-Nets for her appearance and her attitude, blah blah blah, into like genuinely one of like the it girls of Korea. But yeah, this is what started, Hwasa's star, Hwasa's celebrity. It all pretty much started with this song. This was in 2018, by the way.
Let me see the subs. Oh, here we are with the subtitles again. Oh man. Oh, they got Serbian subtitles, bro. They got this.
Yes,
They got this for you.
Woo! Yes, son para servir. Woo!
There's Spanish Latin America. Then there's Spanish
Ooh.
United States. Mr. Worldwide with the subtitles, man.
Hell yeah, I'm Mr. Worldwide.
They got Romanian subtitles, so Andrew
Ooh.
Tate can watch this.
We can watch it from jail.
Hwasa gonna be in jail with
And
them.
he's gonna be in the cell. Honestly, joking about Hwasa can bring some severe consequences because I made a joke. I made a joke about Hwasa on a plane while eating some bad pasta, and 2 hours later I threw it up. It's called Hwa Karma. Do not fuck with the Hwa gods, guys. Like, it's real.
You eating some plain pasta. You said that pasta, it was bad. What, did it taste bad and you continued?
Yeah, it tasted like shit and it sat terribly in my stomach. And on the descent, like the Hwa gods were like, oh, let's make this the shakiest, most like uneven descent possible. And then like, yeah, I asked the guy next to me, I'm like, give me your bag, bro.
Let me put you on screen so I can see the simp. So I could see the simping happen before my eyes.
There's a lot to simp over in this one.
Feel like I'm watching an indie movie. Oh yeah, I've heard this from your tweets before. Okay, I've heard this part.
It's the story of every person who follows me. Like, oh, I saw this on Twitter. Can't show them shit. I've already showed them all.
Like, I was like, I've definitely seen frames from this video.
내게 진심을 바라면 그 술은 절대 주지 마 헛소리를 하고 악마의 춤을 출 거니까 마치 밖엔 시원한 바람이 불지만 세상이 너무 험해서 널 내 옆에만 둘 거니까 남자는 전부 똑같대 아니 술 마신 남잔 다 똑같아 너 말고는 아무것도 안 보인다는 건 네가 아닌 다른 것들은 다 잊고 있는 거야 그러니까 내게 술을 주지 마 맨정신에도 충분히 외로우니까 가위질을 하긴 내버려 두지 마 사랑 찍고 본능 알기 전에 너부터 먼저 알고 싶으니까 야 이성적이고 싶어 이게 나의 값이라는데 싸게 주고 싶어 굳이 움직이지 않아도 돼 내가 하는 말이 수작이 되지 않게 기분 좋게 우린 물잔으로 짠
I like the vibe of this, man. Like the sultry.
Yes,
like the sounds good.
Damn good. Korea shipped them so bad. It was bad.
두 잔 비워내기 싫어
더 이상 내게 높은 기분을 주지 마
한 잔 두 잔 비워내기 싫어
자꾸 건배하듯이 눈을 맞추지 마
한 잔 두 잔 비워내기 싫어 한 잔 두 잔 비워내기 싫어
아예
Oh, this is tight. That small hat. It's like a folded up hat. It's a rolled up.
I don't care who you are.
Yeah, that was tight.
Good shit.
I like that a lot, man. I mean, I heard like, I probably heard a solid 50 seconds of that just from your, and like not all in one. Like it might be different parts of it. Like I heard like 10 seconds here, 5 seconds here. Like it all comes together well. The melodies. I like Hwasa's vocal technique. How it's like, it's relaxed, but it doesn't sound lazy. Like how a lot of new R&B, they don't really be singing these days. Like she's relaxed in this, but you can tell there's still like range and control.
Like Hwasa's got this interesting quality to her where it's like her voice is very, you know, she has a very stylized way of singing, but it's still very clear, controlled. She's not one of the cursive singers.
Like this song sounded like if I could understand what Ariana Grande says.
it's just impossible for you to not try to get me dragged in one of your videos. Like, you want them to come for me so bad.
I gotta get all the fan bases. What's another popular one that's on Twitter? Oh, BTS. This is much better than BTS. This is way better than BTS.
I love this. He just don't bring me down. It's all him.
This is way better than Beyonce and Lady Gaga.
No.
So this was like her first breakout hit. That was like
she had
solidifying her as a solo.
This wasn't technically her solo debut yet, but it was. 2018 was just just a really big year for her. So there was this, and again the variety shows, the 1-2 punch of just celebrity. Like, this song charted like crazy. It was one of the biggest songs of the year, and 2018 was like K-pop went supernova in 2018. They had a lot of competition that year.
This is that what they call that grown and sexy music, like a club with like people in their 30s.
Yeah, it was very much like sexy cocktail bar kind of music, which is, where the video takes place in. It was really funny. South Korea shipped her and this guy so bad. It was hilarious.
Just because of this?
He had a girlfriend and everything. It was really funny. Well, I mean, Hwasa is a real big flirt, so she'll just kind of play it up with anybody, men, women, literally anybody. She will just she would shake her ass in front of the dude and pull him on her. She just likes to have fun.
But what was the next one you wanted?
The next one is TWIT, which is her actual solo debut. So this one is, how Mamamoo had kind of gone through a more, wait, don't press play yet. Mamamoo had kind of gone through a sort of a metamorphosis where they went from a more retro kind of jazzy sound into something more contemporary. Hwasa's music is pretty contemporary, so you can hear that shift in genre. So this is it's a strong song. It's really successful, really big hit. Everyone loves it. But it's like a fun just pop song with some good vocals, some good melodies. It's just fun. I'm excited for you to hear it.
There's just English and Korean.
Damn, sorry to the Romanians.
Sorry to Andrew
Sorry
Tate,
to English UK.
Yeah, we can read this, but not the UK. They're like, governor, they're like, you wankers. Like
you wankers. You. Oddly enough, they say twit.
This is a load of cold swallow.
Outright twits. Oh, fuck, that's what I'm watching.
They be in bedrooms a lot in Mamamoo music videos.
Such a refreshing song.
Oh no, this is a bop. This is what I imagine Mamamoo just avoiding men. This is what I envision them.
I love this video. I love that. Do I'm in the chair. So pretty. I'm failing the Issa player. I'm failing, sorry.
You in there simping.
Yeah.
These outfits are
right there.
These are the best. I like these outfits in this music video a lot.
Yeah, they're nice. These are good looks. Ooh, recognize that? Recognize her?
What? Nah.
Wait, recognize her?
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, who is it? Who is it?
I'm not assigning names.
watch like an hour-long video from her. Let's go.
Oh no, this song's a bop. This is the poppiness that I can work with.
She was like, "Oh, y'all forgot I can sing. Let me sing."
She's got a really full voice.
Yes, she does. She's extraordinary. Bop.
Is this important story?
No. It involves her hugging a man, so I don't care.
This isn't the Mamamoo that I know.
Did you see that there's like a rumor that she's dating this like businessman?
Oh yeah, I've been seeing you tweeting about that. Like some that's like 40 or something.
Yeah, I don't know. No one was confirming anything. So, but it made like the front page of like the newspaper. Like that's how serious it is. Like this is printed media.
Of a physical newspaper?
Physical printed media.
You gotta get that newspaper.
Maybe I will, honestly. Like, I kind of want it.
She got such a full voice. It has like the qualities of like American pop where it can be airy, but it's like full. I'm not trying to bring up pop stars just to bring their fandom to, but like someone like Halsey, for example. Like, take Halsey. Her voice is very thin to me. I feel like Hwasa has that. She can sing that type of way, but it sounds like more full.
It's very stylized. It's very unique, but it's still very resonant and full. You know, it doesn't leave something to be desired. It doesn't sound flat.
I really like the outfits in this. Like she had that like dress she had on, some animal print dress.
You can see how this song was a big hit. This was her real solo debut, and she just kind of hit the ground running. She was just soaring 2018, 2019, and then you'll see coming up 2020, it was just
pandemic, man, COVID.
Yeah, I mean, she was ruling COVID with this next song. But yeah, sometimes I just like, I'll have this because I own it now and I just have nothing to do with it most of the time. So I'll just be like, twit. Like I'll just.
The K-pop light sticks, man. Do they be like reselling online? Do people be like, let me flip this?
I'm sure they do. I just got off the phone with some off Twitter Spaces with some mutuals, and they were telling me that in the Philippines they be stealing photo cards.
The K-pop mania is so wild, man. But I guess it's this is kind of how pop has been since the beginning of like celebrity, man. I don't consume music like this. I don't even know what artists be looking like. I be listening to Midwest emo where they just be wearing like Walmart clothes, standing in a van.
I feel like shit's getting really excessive, I just like reality check myself and I'm like, you know what, nothing's gonna compare to like Michael Jackson. You know what, I might be crazy. I'm not fainting and passing out from just seeing him crazy.
Yeah, this song was a bop. I liked it.
So the next song is her most famous song. It is called Maria. Maria, fun fact, I don't know if you remember from the guide, but Maria is her
name, her Catholic name? Or
yeah, it's her Catholic name. So
I saw the guide, man. I was in there.
You didn't remember Wayne's name, so I didn't know.
So is Hwasa a devout Catholic? With
I mean, she's not really
Catholicism?
I mean, she's not really like she's not like super pious or anything, but it's evidently a part of her that's pretty important.
She Catholic in the way Tony Soprano is a Catholic?
So this song is actually pretty significant because as the guide mentioned, and as you've seen from my Twitter, us gets a lot of shit. It's easy to think that these celebrities kind of just don't feel any kind of way about the things that people say about them. This song is actually kind of like, a response and an acknowledgement of the fact that, she is pretty ruthlessly harassed and targeted by both, it's kind of two fronts. It's kind of, there's K-nets bringing up, there's misogyny and the, unfair beauty standards. And then there's just people being dicks on Twitter for the reasons and reasons often kind of like overlap, but it's, you know, it's coming at from different angles. This song is kind of like, you know, a letter to herself,
to her Catholic self.
Yes, Protestant stuff can go fuck herself.
But let me turn on the subtitles. Let me get this in. But yeah, Maria.
That's her right now.
Yo, crime scene.
That's her right now.
That's her. When the police found her.
When the police found her dropping ass on stage.
Oh, black and white. This is edgy. This is like a glamorous, like, they all look like they're ready for the Hunger Games or something. That's what it was looking like. Like the gray look. Wait, wasn't this in the guide? This was used in the guide, yeah. These some baggy Sierra like a boy pants. Just posing at the hospital.
That's my favorite, like my favorite shot in the whole video. It's so cool. That was a bop. That was a bop for real. Oh, there they go. The song is pretty dark and sad, and just ending it with like her members coming to support her. It's just really sweet.
I like that Maria, don't torture yourself. Like Maria, you're already beautiful. Like this was like a good, like, I like the message of this, man.
It's sad to see someone who's so devoted to the message of self-love be so kind of ruthlessly targeted. As you can see, like Being a Hwasa stand like being on fucking SEAL Team 6. It's a
Dog.
lot.
Dog, every single day, I'm like, this is a stressful life. I'd be seeing you, it'll be like 1 in the morning and you in there in the trenches. I'm like in bed,
Yeah.
I'm like, man, this is a life I'll never lead.
I mean, thankfully we've established that I go outside. So, you know, I touch grass and I'm still like this. So I don't even know.
You be on the grass, but have that phone out.
I'm very moved by the idea, by the message of self-love, and her, you know, allowing herself to really embody that message is probably one of the reasons I feel so, like, you know, so much conviction in you know, defending her. This video is also filled with a lot of cool imagery. I mean, all the spikes you know, pointed at her, suspended. I also really enjoy that shot of her picking up the spiked crown of thorns. You know, I feel like it's kind of retroactively gained this cool meaning of, you know, this song was a huge hit, and this came out in June 2020, so we're in lockdown. Everyone's just online all day, and this was a really big hit on TikTok because it was a dance challenge. The part where she went like this, like that was a huge dance challenge, and the song was just a massive hit. So it's cool to see how a song written about how hurtful people have been to her, you know, became this like huge success story. Retroactively gives the crown a new meaning. Like, this is really the crown of thorns that I'm wearing. Like, I really won in the end, thanks to all of your guys' like hurtful shit.
Anytime someone mentions a dance challenge, I just think of Jennifer Lopez's world famous dance challenge. Everyone participated in.
You're gonna just name every single artist, and then you're gonna give him my address.
Follow me at Issa Phae at this Phantasm, bro.
You hate me. I'm gonna go back to Italy.
This isn't like, I see why it would be a hit. Like, this has a lot of pop sensibilities. Like in America, like I could see a lot like this being played on like on the radio now. This sounds like it could be like just a straight American pop song.
When I have friends and I tell them about Mamamoo and Hwasa especially, they'll be I try to put them on, and I'll be like, hey, you know, you should give Hwasa's music a try. They'll be like, oh, I don't listen to K-pop. I'm like, I don't really know how to explain this to you, but like, it's really not like that.
I seen you was at Paramore with your mom. Did you show your mom Mamamoo?
I have. I actually it's funny. So I was at SuperCon recently and I picked this up, which is a Mamamoo album. It's Yellow Flower, and the reason I brought it down here is because I mentioned prior how each of these 4 season 4 color albums are dedicated to a member. This is the first one, and this one is Hwasa's. Whenever I would come home with one of these from like some sort of convention, I would show her. I don't think I played any of their songs though for me.
When she was like, it's a Starry Night, I was thinking,
yeah.
I was like, is this a callback to Starry Night?
This song was with the title track of a full, not full, but like a mini album that had a few songs on them. Great songs, like love this album. And so the next song we're gonna play is from the album Maria. It's called LMM. It's a beautiful video, beautiful song, and I know you like kind of that ballady type of you know, emotional song, so I think you're gonna enjoy it.
This is Lin-Manuel Miranda.
No,
that's what this is.
You ruin everything. Like,
is that what this is about?
We all us theater kids just called him Lin. He was like our embarrassing uncle that we all like had a begrudging respect for.
Before I ever saw Hamilton, I just saw that face.
That like
the Debbie Ryan.
And then this is the one with like this.
Let me get these. The Turkish, the French.
Yes.
France!
I should have done that when I was there. I would miss opportunity.
Is this another like outdoor video, or is it scenic?
This damn light stick is so bright. I feel like it's actually improving the lighting of my video.
You just got it lit up? Like...
Yeah, it's just on my lap lit up, and I feel like it's genuinely making a difference.
But yeah, Lin-Manuel.
Do not.
I'm only 19, but my mind is older. Oh, piano. Here we go. Here we go. Oh yeah, the string section? The string section? Yes. This is what we need, man. The pensive look? Yes.
He's got it.
yes, you looking. Yes, this is what I need, man. Grip the walls. You gotta do this, man.
In the door, like.
Do you wanna go somewhere? 우린 피하려고만 하잖아. 또 더 가지려 했어도.
This is a bougie house, though. This is like
definitely a lot nicer than the typical R&B.
This is like a house an author in a horror movie lives in. Like
This is like the Get Out not Get Out. I meant Knives Out.
Us. You're talking about Us.
Like Knives Out too.
Oh yes, these emotional lyrics. Just our hearts were painted black.
Yeah, the pen was penning here.
She's calling out for Wheein right now. That's what this is.
Now you know her name.
Oh, look at this shot.
Yeah, they had a drone and a green.
거고 개나 어둠 속에 우린 버려질 것만 같은데 또 더 가지려 했어도 우린 제자리를 맴돌 뿐이야.
Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't know we'd get gory up in here. Yes, in countryside, standing in the countryside. Yes, this is what we need in a music video, man.
Mm-hmm.
That was tight. Yes. Oh, Jet Li hero ending.
Leonidas. The end of 300. I was trying to keep this to mostly like singles / title tracks, but I'm like, you can't skip this one.
Edgy, some emotional Twilight soundtrack.
Yeah, LMM. Not named after a famous musical writer. God damn you, like truly. Like I'm never gonna not think about that.
Give me like those like you're falling, you're ripping your shirt open in emotional pain. Like I need this, man.
And I mean, listen, there's ripping your shirt open in pain, and then there's letting yourself get struck by arrows.
The shots in this video were really good. One where it was looking straight up like a travel advertisement or something, where she was like standing. This right here, I was like, look at this.
Come see Bora Bora now.
Sandals.
I have the albums. K-pop albums are basically just like photo books with like a CD in them. And the photo book for this album is there's a lot from this video, and it's like I could just rip them all out and just hang them all over my wall because they are some really beautiful photos. Yes, I'm a B. So that's actually like kind of like an abbreviation. Actual title for I'm a B is I forgot what the actual word is, but it's in Hangul, it's in Korean. It sounds like bitch. The word, I think it means light, but it sounds like bitch.
I've heard of this as well because of you. Like all these titles, I'm like, okay, yeah, I've heard you. I've seen you talk about this.
I'm such a good fan. This is her most recent title track, and I'll get into kind of what she's been up to since after it.
Is that how her name is? It's like Hwa space Sa?
Well, you know, in Korean, their alphabet is done by syllables. So as you can see, if you look at her Korean name right before in parentheses, there's this is Hwa, and then this is Sa. So it's the two. It's Hwasa, and they spelled together as well. I think it's
so people don't just say, "Hey Hwa, Hwa."
No,
they're not just like Hwa.
No. Hey Hwa.
Oh, she
Madagascar.
She was shipped somewhere.
She's in the same dress as she was at the end of the Maria video.
Oh, continuation.
So, yeah, this is like the MCU Maria Cinematic Universe.
So she was shipped to like a suburban house? What is this?
Okay.
Oh yeah, I've definitely heard this.
I'm so good. This is one of the videos I actually reacted to, so you might have remembered it from that.
Life is so incredible. 내가 미쳐들었던 나의 주는 beautiful baby. Life is not so terrible. 울지 못해 웃어줘. I'm a
These are some tight visuals.
Yeah, she does not play about her creative direction.
The way this is filmed reminds me of the Running Out of Time video.
Yeah. Got a bit of like a handheld vibe to it.
Yeah.
A lot of motion in the cinematography. This is my favorite outfit she's ever worn. That one with the black pants. My favorite look ever.
That's an edgy fit.
Oh my god, Ramsey, get off the table. Get off I'm trying to enjoy Hwasa, get the fuck off the table.
Yo, cat's just causing mayhem.
Wait, just pay attention, this is so good.
Oh, this is tight.
Yes.
의미가 없다면 문이 없는 집에 답답해 숨 좀 쉬고 싶어 난 no pride 더 이상 끌려다니기 싫어 난 너의 바로 지금이야 난 savage Tell me am I crazy 모든 게 다 뻔해주기보다 싫은데 나의 맘속에서 불이 날 때 넌 꿈속에서 금이 나게 Cause no I'm a J
Oh yeah, Running Out of Time.
video, the garden and her singing in the leaves.
Oh yeah, that was tight. That was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, so that one is definitely, I would say, I mean, the most visually loaded of Hwasa Street videos in terms of like actual symbolism. The Maria video had a lot of different visual illusions, but they were all kind of like referencing the same kind of core message, I would say. This was like, I feel like this is going in several different directions. Lyrically, Hwasa's kind of said that this song is sort of an apology to her friends and family for just kind of like, her attitude. She hasn't like elaborated too much on like what she's specifically referring to. Yeah, the video has some interesting moments of kind of like splitting herself into a side that's good, a side that's bad. If you notice, there's a part of the video where she's kind of looking down at herself, dressed in red. The end is something I enjoy with the snakes. Obviously Garden of Eden carrying over the religious imagery from Maria, but she's made quite a few allusions to serpents within the past couple years. This came out in November 2021, and she hasn't had a song since by herself. So it's pretty interesting. So just a little bit of backstory or a bit of a follow-up. RBW, the company, really fumbled the bag here. This was her first comeback after and only comeback since renewing her contract with them, because most K-pop contracts only last about 7 years. So they signed 2014, it ended in 2021. She renewed for 2 more years in 2021. They did not promote this. They didn't promote this at all. It was not a hit. It was not it was a bit of a pity. And this was actually my first comeback as a Mamamoo fan, my first Hwasa comeback. And I was just really disappointing to see how this only got like 3 days of promotion, and K-pop promotions like going on music shows, going on like variety shows, stuff like that. And there's barely anything for this. So it was a really disappointing situation. And in interviews, she would talk about, like, people would ask her like, hey, when's the next like comeback, when's the next album coming out? And she would be like, oh, I'm been in a bit of a creative lull, or I'm having burnout right now, which I definitely think that to a degree that's true, but I also feel like she might have just been stalling as well to when her contract expired, because
then I'm gonna drop the real stuff.
She's like, listen, she's been doing like little variety projects and little, like, she had like a brief like little TV show, like she's been doing little things, but like the real like Hwasa comeback, like we haven't got any of that. And now that she's signed with Psy's company, Psy Gangnam Style.
Gangnam Style.
Yeah, he owns a company, and she just signed with him. She actually signed the contract literally on the stage. He brought her out as like a surprise guest, and she signed on the stage. I expect a comeback announcement pretty soon, especially now that it's her birthday. Like, it's her birthday month. So I wouldn't be surprised that by the time we upload this on the 23rd, we got something going on.
There's no motivation to drop if you know it's not going to be like promoted or not going to be like rolled out in the most productive way possible.
Yeah.
Especially in the K-pop genre, like where that's kind of like, I mean, I know the music is very important in K-pop, but like, the whole like the moment is like the big deal.
K-pop doesn't have sleeper hits. K-pop doesn't have like the idea of something being unsuccessful. The window of opportunity is so short that something needs to like blow up right away. There's no, especially with there are a few exceptions here and there, but the concept of a sleeper hit is a lot rarer in K-pop. When something misses the window of opportunity, which is like pretty much right upon release, like there's a reason that K-pop drops their videos and the music at the same time. Like, there's no stretching out of an album cycle.
They don't paramore it.
They don't paramore it. Like, literally, like, I mean, the Western concept of the video and the song not coming out on the same day is like that doesn't happen. Like, the video drop is the music drop. I have, high hopes about her relationship with her new company, because, in K-pop, very few idols actually participate in the creation of their music. So a lot of their discographies are pretty much defined by, the writing team, the producing team at each company. So it's like, oh, this is like an SM style of lyricism or SM style of vocal, blah, 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 or production. But Hwasa, even while she was at RBW, always kind of outsourced her creative team. Like she got her own producers, her own writers, video directors. Like she always kind of found her own people. So I'm optimistic that she's just gonna, keep doing her own thing, and it's just gonna be a matter of, new people who actually know what they're doing with marketing.
As a person that doesn't like care about K-pop, as long as the music is good, man. The rollout, like, I just want good music, man. It feels like the K-pop people, they don't even enjoy something unless it hits. They're so, like, stressed out about, like, the entire world hearing this on the first day. They're like, we have to get all these streams. I'm like, man, just let it be a good song. Just let the music be good, man.
Kind of a chicken and the egg situation, because you can very much see how the industry itself like creates that timeline where like something needs to blow up now or it's like a flop, because K-pop, a lot of it is so rapid and so like flashy and easily forgettable that it's really like you have right now to grab people's attention, and there's just so much clutter that you're not going to have room to fight, unless you're being put on the stages, you're being put in the polls, in the rankings. Like you have pretty much this week and next week to shine, and then that's it. Hwasa's got a very, very impressive solo discography, and I'm really excited to see it flourish and develop with like a full album. She's been talking about doing a full album, which is like incredibly rare in K-pop, because like these companies are lazy as shit. Like
they don't be dropping albums.
No,
the mini albums.
No, it's all mini albums, and it'd be like title track, B-side, instrumental, like, or English version. Like they be lazy as shit. They know that people don't care anymore.
But I mean, if they drop often though, they be dropping like
they do
multiple times throughout. They probably drop an album's worth of music.
No, they do. It's like it's sacrifice, because it's like rarely do K-pop albums have a coherent theme throughout. It's all just kind of like, hey, we were able to produce these 3 songs. Let's just group them all together and drop it. And I mean, they'll do this with single albums. There'll be one song on the whole thing, and they'll just drop it to sell it to fans. I use lazy. Lazy is not the right word at all. It's definitely like money seeking.
At least y'all be dropping. At least they don't be dropping an album every 5 years.
And it only have 10 songs.
Some of my favorite bands, like they torn still, but they haven't put out an album since 2016, and I'm still in here.
Hwasa is just, I mean, you see the potential here. Like you see, like this girl's a star in the making.
Better than BTS. This is pretty good, man. I like it.
Oh my god. No, I don't have anything to promote other than, I have nothing to promote. There ain't no tour. There's nothing. Mamamoo Plus has a comeback coming out soon, but I mean that's not even related to this video. My Twitter is there. It's at TwoScoopsXD.
If you have any issues with anything in this video, just Miss Phantasm.
I have a YouTube channel. I have not updated it all year, but there are a couple Mamamoo videos on there that I consider to be of like decent quality, especially one I made about Moonbyul. I did make one about Hwasa I'm a B. Recommend that, the whole album. But yeah, if you want to check that out, just I'm guessing you're gonna put a link in the description. You can follow my Twitter, where I talk about Mamamoo basically like every single day.
Every moment.
Every
She's
moment of every day.
Right
Hwasa's
now.
on the mind. Happy birthday, Hwasa!
I know I'm still his birthday. I know